week it's going to be super hot, probably 40 degrees, that's over 100 Fahrenheit, very high winds. It's going to be crazy. What do I want to get done this week? I want to put some kind of gate there. I want to finish this bed number 5. I'm going to try and train these watermelons somewhere. They're getting a bit crazy. I might go up with one of them just to play. See how that goes. I'll check all my traps. Do some weeding. I'm going to bring these potatoes up today, probably, maybe right now, because they're just dying. But these ones are doing fine. And just try not to sweat to death. That's the plans for the week. Let's see how it goes. These are potatoes. This little row here, these are just some potatoes that we got from the supermarket that were seeding, so I threw them in. They're going pretty well, and on Saturday I was going to look, and because they're getting eaten by bugs, I looked and see if I could pour the potatoes out before the bugs eat everything. I thought I'll give it another week because they were pretty small, the potatoes, but today it is just completely covered in these Florida blister beetles. They're just everywhere. So, and over there I have another small row of potatoes, and they've already started to spread over there and onto my chard. It's one of the reasons I poured out the beetroot, because they were just destroying the beetroot. So I'm going to dig out these potatoes, so try and put a pause on these bugs. Really, there's millions. Look how dead everything is. And I'm going to dispose of all these leaves, and I think I'm going to have to spray. I'm trying not to spray. I don't mind losing some of what I'm growing to bugs, but I can't lose everything. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't have any spray. I've got to get some. It's a holiday. Everything's closed till Wednesday. So they've got to come out. Oh! Look. Me and Felix made this based on my dad's idea, and it was great, and the wind blew and knocked it down, and one of these nails popped out and the whole thing fell apart. It's because I'm using scrap wood from breaking down the shed, and rusty nails. This is why, instead of screws. Damn it, it's very annoying. It looks super cool. It was half of the gate for the shed, for the garden. Well, I can't tell you how good it feels. Well, I can't tell you how good it feels to have shaken off the shackles of Big Potato. Thankfully, I can feed my entire family on this for months. Today's in the high 90s, high 30s, and it's going to get even hotter the next few days. So I've had this drip irrigation just trickling away all day, trying to get some moisture into the ground that the wind's not just going to whip away, because it's very windy as well. It's a bit fiddly, this irrigation stuff. In your head you just put it down, you turn it on, and that's it, but it requires constant adjustment. The tape gets kinked, or the main pipe gets moved, or the hose gets a twist in it or something, or the tape gets moved out of position so it's not going anywhere near the plants. It's a bit of a pain, although I imagine it's better than not having it. For example, the water's been coming out okay by these beans, so the leaves are kind of closed up, protecting against the sun, but they're okay. But there was a problem with the pipe here, and there was no water coming out on this square. So look at all these. I mean, they're going to live, but They're all wilted. It's a big difference. Anyway, should be okay now. This is going to start trickling out. You can see the little glistens of water coming out, but it's constant fiddling. So you saw this morning I took the potatoes out of this row because they were covered in those Florida blister beetles that had just eaten all the leaves. Just very nasty. And I wanted to take them out before they got to those potatoes, which are a couple of weeks behind this one. And those ones over there were untouched by the blister beetles. That was this morning. Now it's the evening. Already they've eaten this one down to nothing, and they've moved on to this one and to this one. None on that one yet, but I'm sure by the morning there will be. And then you just go right down the line. Look at that, that's in a day, eating it down to nothing. It's crazy. I hope they don't move on to other plants when my potatoes are done. But as soon as possible I'm going to get some poison for them. Gotta go.
He's falling asleep, eh? Oh, slowly. Jadi tidak senang nih.
James eating liverwurst.
Oh?